we're up.
Yeah.
Nice yawn.
Yeah.
It's always good to start streaming
You
right
know,
now.
we're up. I don't think Eric is included in that statement,
He
apparently.
just woke up.
Actually, you're not that
Barely
wrong
up.
either.
Good for you.
I got a
Anyways,
headache halfway through today. I just had to fall asleep.
Oh no.
wish that were me. You know, that's fair. I respect that. I appreciate it.
You know, we're just here. We're very calming, relaxing.
I'm
know?
glad even Sundays are relaxing.
Yeah. Maybe maybe this is the audience we need to be pandering to. We need to start Never Lost ASMR.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say pandering to the people that fall asleep to like horror game playthroughs, which I'm already trying to do because I am that audience also.
Right. Yeah. That's a form of ASMR. Like I think. I don't know.
Anyways, I
I don't actually.
just went
I'm not
downstairs.
actually. I'm not actually a ASMR expert. I don't listen to ASMR.
I don't even
I
know what
listen.
it stands for.
Okay, wait. Let me
That's
go into my
valid,
mind
okay.
palace. Um.
The mind palace.
Um.
Yeah, good talk. Yeah.
Audio sensory
Oh, we do bicker and argue and talk.
meticulate response. I know the R in ASMR stands for response. That's the only one I'm 100% sure
Audio
on.
so mood response.
Yeah.
Audio that makes you say mood response.
It's
Ah,
autonomous
say mood.
sensory meridian response.
Meridian.
Okay, 2 out of 4. That's something.
Interesting. Hey, I got 2 out of 4 too. You're not special.
Hey, you copied my answer.
No. I said audio so mood.
No, okay, then you only got one right
Well, no, I said the...
because it was automatic
Mm,
sensory.
that's fair.
Meridian response.
Meridian. What? Why?
What? Why are we talking about the prime meridian?
I don't know.
Where's
Actually,
Meridian
what
coming
does
into play?
What's fucking
Because
Glass Cow have to
Meridian,
do with
in
this?
my experience, is, yeah, like, that middle line. Anyways, we're
does
playing
meridian
Resident Evil
mean?
2.
Mm-hmm. We are. You
Yeah.
know, it's the second one in the Resident Evil series, to my knowledge.
Yeah,
This
kinda.
is where Leon Kennedy is
Yeah,
introduced.
Leon S. Kennedy.
The S stands for sensory.
No, it stands for Scott, you fucking idiot.
Damn. Okay, I was trying to make a call that way, that's how it's gonna
Man, I can't believe Capcom
no
is a Scott
callbacks.
Pilgrim fan.
Anyways, yeah, we're playing Resident Evil 2. I'm playing it. It's me. I'm playing Leon's route. The first playthrough, not second playthrough, because there is a difference technically. Thank you. I'm playing on hardcore mode, which means I require ink ribbons to save the game. There is no autosave, and there is no aim assist. So I'm basically playing how the game originally would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That all sounds like, ooh, yeah, that's spicy stuff. The fucking, you have to pay to save the game. That's insane.
That was in the original game.
Really?
That's how
Yeah.
the first game went. I
Yeah.
had ink ribbons. They just didn't matter as much because I was playing on easy, so I had like 60 ribbons by the end of it.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
But yeah, you gotta be
I guess I
conservative
never...
with your saves.
It's kind of what made it very
Mm-hmm.
intense.
Yeah, this is this is why I'm doing that, to make it like more challenging and interesting, because I have played Resident Evil 2, the remake, that came out like 2016, 2017, I forget. I've played it through several times. I've beat Leon's first and second run through. The first one 2 or 3 times now, the second one only once, and I've beat Claire's run through the first time once. So like I've played this game quite a bit. And I wanted something interesting to do for stream, so we're doing hardcore mode. So I'm just gonna start.
Also, real quick, going back to Meridian.
Yeah, Meridian?
So yeah, it's apparently also a term in acupuncture, which is why it's there.
Oh, okay. I only knew it as like a geographical term.
Yeah, it's mainly a geographical term, but it's also a term in acupuncture. And it's about the energy pathways and all that shit.
Hey guys, are you paying attention to this trucker's like lovingly rendered mouth as he eats a burger?
He
No,
looks
I'm just thinking about
exactly
the
like
movie.
he does in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, he really does.
They did good on that, eh?
Yeah, for honestly, like I had, like, like I had a moment because I was expecting something that looked like Resident Evil 1. You know, I forgot
Ruby, I
that.
literally just said it came out in like 2016.
You know, yeah, I know. I processed that,
getting good.
but I was still shocked when I saw, like this
No, this game looks
realistic
good.
man.
Have you
You know,
not seen
yeah.
me play this?
I have not. I have not.
Wow.
Yeah, no, we weren't the people you played it
Need some
with.
sleep.
But I think I played it in like group like chats a few times.
If you have, you've only played Resident Evil 1 in a group chat with me. Like and
No,
even
I
not-
played
even then, not
Resident
that
Evil
much.
1 on stream and the with Skittles watching. Resident Evil 2 I've definitely played in a group call with Milo, Brooke, and Hunter. And I know I've played it in one of the servers because I played it while Sad was watching.
You've definitely played Resident Evil 1 for me. I don't know when, but
What do I do?
'cause, like I remember like talking about Jill and whatnot, and I was never on any of the Resident Evil streams.
I've also played Resident Evil 3, which is Jill.
Is it also in the house?
No. No, the first one is the mansion. So maybe, I don't know.
Because yeah, I
'Cause I'm
definitely remember a house.
Pretty sure. I mean, I might have played it in the server and you just happened to be there one day, but the only person that was mostly around for me playing was Skittles, because I remember specifically DMing her because she was the only one that had been paying attention and being like, I finally beat the game. It took me like 17 hours or whatever, and I like showed her my stat screen, because when you beat the game it gives you like how long it took, how many saves, how many times did you die.
Yeah, definitely. Because I didn't see you play the whole game.
Oh, Resident Evil 1 is a difficult game. It's definitely something that you would want a walkthrough for. Because I had already played it all the way through once, and I had started it again, pretty recently when, we started it on stream, and I still, like, beforehand, I told Eric, I'm like, at some point, we're gonna get to a point where I don't remember anything, and I'm gonna need you to have a walkthrough ready to go in case I get stuck, so I'm not stuck for, like, an hour and a half. Because
was
that
funny
will be
when-
boring.
It was funny when you finally did actually need
Yeah.
to go through it, because it was like
Something's not right.
because the way the walkthrough was structured was not the way you went through it.
Yeah, the walkthrough was like, you need to make sure you do this first or you're an idiot, and I had already done like 5 other things before that.
So I was like, wait, we did that, but we haven't done this though. We're like, hold up. So I just kind of having to like reconnected
Yeah, Eric had to
into
like
what you
piece
did.
everything together because I'm dumb, apparently.
Don't move.
Sir,
I'll be back
are
for
you okay? Let's dance.
You know, now I feel like I've seen you play a little bit of this before. Because
what
like
are you doing?
I don't know if it's that or if it's just the movie is so accurate.
This is not in the movie.
This is not in the movie.
Okay, so I've seen this before.
Okay, yeah.
Officer, you need
I
help?
played it a lot,
Stay back, sir. I got this.
so it
Like the
wouldn't be
trucker
a
part is sort of in the movie.
The
but
trucker
other
part
than-
is, except he's a creep and he tries to like get Claire to give him a blowjob or something. Yeah.
Freeze!
In the movie, our first meeting of Leon, I really enjoy. Oh my god, I'm already in danger. Who I really enjoy is him. Oh my god, sir. I'm gonna die already. It's not
You
giving me
died.
an option to. Wow. Wow. Okay. It didn't even give me an option to fight him off. I got grabbed and that was it. I need to be very careful.
Damn, son.
Okay, we've done this. Okay, now I'll actually take
You
it
alright?
seriously now that I know I cannot fight
Don't move.
zombies
I'll be back for you.
once they've grabbed
Yeah.
me.
Oven says Resident Evil 1 made me rage quit because I couldn't find out how to do it.
I didn't read it exactly, but I did already respond to that. That's what I was saying, like, yeah, it's an insanely difficult game if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, the first time you meet Leon in Resident Evil 2 is or in the movie rather, is him like waking up hungover and then chugging a bottle of beer and going to work.
Yeah.
Ah, shit! What the?
Okay, I need you to die, please.
It's a very interesting pistol holding method he's got there.
Leon's a himbo, he doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
No way. This can't be.
You know, he just uses his raw strength to prevent the recoil. You know, like normally what you do is you put your like essentially like you have your other arm
Sir, let go.
holding onto it, bent, and kind of it anchors your other arm. You're essentially pulling down on the gun with one arm.
Come on, Leon, let's go.
But yeah, he's just got his arms crossed.
Don't shoot! Get down!
How come you couldn't do that to the other zombie, Leon?
Because the other zombie had a thicker head.
You alright?
Oh my god, his
think so.
neck!
Thanks.
You can thank me later, when we're safe.
Did you see that?
Oh my god. Leon has a face, like if you you know that like one episode where SpongeBob does his dance? And at the end of his dance he's like, "Ugh, who put you on the planet?"
What?
No.
Hold on.
You don't remember that?
No.
No.
What are you talking about?
It's one of the episodes with Squilliam in it. Basically, you know, SpongeBob, Squidward, walking to work. They listen to a song. SpongeBob does this funny little dance.
What was going on?
I don't know.
And then yeah,
Hopefully they'll have some
Squidward
answers at the police
gets a
station.
dance to gig.
Wait, you're a cop?
And yeah, after
Yeah.
calling
Me and Kenny.
SpongeBob out for
You know?
having the shittiest dance
Where?
ever, you know,
Redfield.
Squilliam is like, oh no,
Yeah.
you have to do
No.
a good dance like
Looking for
this,
my
and then
brother.
does the
He's a
exact
cop too.
dance SpongeBob does.
Well, it's a good thing we found each other.
And yeah, it's like this weird
expect.
little dance.
I don't
And then at
remember
the end,
anything you're talking
like-
about.
He does like the warlock eyes symbol, and then it's like, put you on the
Warlock
planet.
What?
You mean the thing you decided to create?
Yeah.
That
Here,
no one apart from the three of us would understand, plus Matthew.
Look, look, I'm trying to explain it to you guys right now. Like, I need to make sure you guys know what I'm talking about before the
Well-
world at large knows.
Yeah, well, we
I know
still don't
Warlock
know.
guys. I don't remember this episode that
Yeah,
you're
we
describing.
don't know it. Like, I understand what you're saying. I just never seen this shit,
I don't remember.
so I
this.
have no memory of this.
Okay, wait. I'm finding the image. Oh, he doesn't do Warlock eyes.
You just inserted that in there.
He does something similar.
Kirby. Okay.
Attention all citizens. Due to the citywide outbreak, you are advised to take shelter at the Raccoon City Police Station. Free food and medical supplies will be provided to everyone in need.
All right, here we go. We're dropping
God, this is so unreal.
into the Discord,
Police
into
station's
general
not much
talk. We're
farther.
dropping this
They'll
gif
know
of
something.
SpongeBob doing the dance.
Yeah, but
All right.
what if we're the only ones? What if there's no
No,
survivors?
there's survivors. It's a big city. There has to be.
I don't remember what this is.
You know, that's
And
fair.
also, why does that remind you of Leon?
I don't know. Like when there was a close up on his face, like he just had like this like scowl, and it was like,
It's like we're walking from here.
Did he?
you know, yeah, he looked like he was going like, you know.
More like running.
Yeah, good call.
Damn, zombies.
Leon, we gotta back up.
Man, you ruined the moment, zombies.
Uh-oh.
Zombies have the most.
What's that?
Oh, hey, this is the scene in the movie that took like 40 minutes to happen. For some reason.
Yeah.
Get out now!
I did enjoy the Resident Evil movie. I saw it twice, actually.
Hold on!
But boy, was it weirdly paced.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There were some interesting decisions made on that movie.
Like, the build-up... This opening cutscene was essentially the first half of the movie. Was just, like, building up to the reveal that everyone in the town is a zombie now.
Yeah.
It's like, we could have gotten there so much faster, guys.
Yeah. Like if I was director, I would say 20 minutes max. That's when.
Of, like,
That's
build-up.
when.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when the truck needs to crash into the police station.
I did
Minute
like the decision to make Leon
Claire!
and Claire
Claire, you
both
okay?
just, like, pathetic losers. That was fun. That was a fun decision.
Yeah, I like how pathetic Leon is.
Leon was so unbelievably
here, it's not
pathetic
safe.
and unhelpful in the movie
I'll
in
meet
a
you at the
fun
station.
I'll be
way.
there!
Claire
This is
was
out of
she
control.
wasn't as pathetic per se. She was just kind of like
A civilian?
it wasn't that. It was more like she was just kind of like a deadbeat.
Yeah.
Like, she shows up to her brother, Chris Redfield, and is like, Chris, something crazy's happening, and he's like, do you need money?
It's everybody.
Like, are you good?
They've all turned.
And, like, she starts to kind of explain things, and he's like, are you fucking kidding? Like,
There it is.
she, in that
Station.
movie, would be the kind of person that would, like, believe in QAnon stuff.
Yeah.
Or at least Chris thinks she would. Because he definitely was like, you're just an
Yeah.
insane conspiracy theorist, and you're probably high. Like, take some money and please, like, go away. Chris was whatever. He was just like a dude. Wesker was a little
Wesker-
weird.
Wesker was the weirdest
which one's
decision of the
Wesker?
entire movie.
Oh, is
do you...
Wesker the replacement of the one who fucks?
No.
No,
Wesker's
Wesker's
was
actually
that-
in it.
Yeah, Wesker was the like jockey guy that
Yeah,
betrays
he was
them?
the captain dude, but he was like the big buff guy that wasn't Chris.
Yeah, no, they made Wesker in the movie is just like a jock.
Yeah, they made him like a dumb jock.
Yeah, which is
Which
very
is a
weird.
weird choice, because Wesker, in my experience, is not a dumb jock. Like,
Hello?
he's a captain.
Is anybody here?
Yeah, it was just very weird. Especially given that what he ends up having to do. Like,
Yeah.
this guy would really do this stuff?
I think the weirdest character choice, hands down, was Jill.
Yeah.
They did
that-
some weird stuff to Jill. They made her a freak.
Yeah, man.
Ink ribbon.
Now you can save.
Yeah, I don't know what they were like trying to do with Jill.
Like, what I imagine they were trying to do with Jill was, they fell into that trap of making a female action hero and thinking, like, oh, we don't want to do the stereotypical female, which is, you know, like, hyper femme type stuff. So we're gonna go in the complete opposite direction and just make her like a freak.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, no, that's not the thing
Just
to do either.
make her a bastard.
Because a
just a
lot of
stinky
things do
man.
that where they're, like, oh, she's not like other girls, so she's an insane person. It's
not
like,
like other
no,
girls,
just
she's
make her
insane.
normal. Like, she's super macho and weird and one of the guys, and it's like, you can just make her a person. What?
You can just make her a person and say she's a girl.
Yeah.
It's fine. You don't have to go that. It's not actually that complicated.
Ooh. Oh, infinite knife!
Oh hell yeah.
I've unlocked infinite knife from previous run-throughs. I'm gonna keep infinite knife. Teehee. Did that desk bleed?
It looked like it did.
There's definitely blood.
Yeah. That appeared from
Anyways.
somewhere.
Oh my god. It's a mimic.
Ah!
Leon's just keeps intimidating it into being a desk.
Leon's just like that. Bonk. Can't open this yet.
You need the spade.
I'm sad that the keys didn't play a bigger role. Which is a really
yeah.
weird thing to say, but like they're so pivotal in both the like first two games. Is like these weird keys, and they're only brought up once.
Yeah, definitely.
And used in the wrong manner.
Yeah.
What I say, like I feel like they leaned too heavily into the action part of Resident Evil.
And they didn't do any of the like puzzle
Yeah,
solving aspect.
they needed more puzzle, because like that's like I feel like one, a large amount of the gameplay loop of Resident Evil, and two, like you can do puzzle while still being horror.
Yeah.
But like action, it's definite. I feel like it's harder to balance that, because like with action you have to have give and take, and you know if there's take, you know, when there's supposed to be give, then you know the protagonist feels too strong, and then like the stakes are lowered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, the only puzzle things that I remember from the movie are the piano and the key, I guess.
Which the piano isn't even like a good puzzle. It's just Wesker was texted the answer.
Yeah. Very annoying.
It popped up on his pager and he was like,
One
Play
thing,
Claire de Lune. It's like,
man,
okay.
one thing that
I
would've
do
been
like
nice-
though that he just knew Claire de Lune.
Oh yeah, that is very much the game. So it's like, you found the music note. You can now perfectly play this song.
I know. Like, if you gave me the sheet music to Claire de Lune and a piano and were like, play it to live, I would die so quick. I don't know how to play the piano. Okay. Should we read all of the bits, the notes that we find?
Depends how interesting they are, I guess.
Well, this one's not super interesting. That's why I'm asking. Like, should I only read the lore ones or all of them?
Yeah, I say only the interesting ones.
Okay,
Like,
so
we
the
can flip through
gist
it.
of this one is Raccoon City has Umbrella Corporation, which we hate Umbrella. The police station was an
stinky.
art museum for whatever reason. And also there's an orphanage right next to the police station funded by Umbrella Corporation, which is also shady as hell. The orphanage being funded, it's funded by the Umbrella Corporation, a shady pharmaceutical company with a lot of like, what's the word? Like lawsuits against them, and sponsored by the police chief. And everyone's like, yeah, that makes sense. This is a normal thing. I saw something here. Alright. RPD.
Ah, man, you know what would have been nice about like some key puzzles too?
There has to be someone
Like,
here.
you know, if you set that up right, then you can then like you know, like the viewer of the movie can solve the puzzle along with the characters.
Yeah.
You know? You start with like showing the heart key and then you show a heart in the background. It's like, ooh, hey, ooh, heart key.
Yeah, like the
Keyhole.
fun way to do that is like they show like there were like two teams at the beginning.
Yeah.
So it just showed like one team found the hard key, but the other one found the lock for it.
I gotta find
Yeah.
Haley.
It's like the people that found the lock, like, why is this here? It's like, what?
Mhm.
And then the other one's like, what the fuck is this?
Like, why is this
It's like-
door got a heart on it?
It's like the viewer can put it together and like, oh, it must be connected.
Yeah. Another thing we briefly mentioned, that a grievance I have with the movie is, they got rid of Barry
Yeah.
and replaced it with
fucks in this
some
movie.
dude. And I was so disappointed because for the majority of this movie, I'm like, man, they really lean into the idea that Barry fucks. Like, they made him kind of hot. And then, like, 3/4 of the way through, they finally say the dude's name and it's Richard. And I was like, what? I was betrayed that it wasn't Barry. And instead was the dude that we meet in the game for like 2 seconds before he gets eaten by a snake.
Wait, he gets eaten by a snake?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, you don't see him get eaten. He like
You got this.
he's poisoned by the snake and you have to save him. And then later you fight the snake and he goes in and saves you and gets killed by the snake instead and you take his shotgun.
Oh. Dang.
I assume he gets eaten by the snake.
Yeah. Is it like we're talking like anaconda size or like mutant size?
Like
Mutant
Harry
size.
Potter basilisk size.
Oh wow, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Giant snake. Its
Okay.
name is Yawn. I'm so sorry, a lot of this game's gonna be inventory management. But luckily, inventory management is not as impossible in this game.
Oh yeah, they took out the they took out the puzzle box inventory.
Well, no, they hadn't done the puzzle box inventory yet, but Resident Evil
Oh.
1's inventory was also awful.
Okay.
Puzzle box inventory is Resident Evil 4,
Okay.
the attaché case. Because Leon upgrades from putting everything in his pockets to putting everything in a briefcase. Oh man, this was the family restroom at the theater today.
Oh,
boy.
no.
Yeah, so
Someone ate a bit too
I
much
have
popcorn.
literally
at
no
Batman.
idea what's happening, but this was not the first plumbing issue in the last week.
Hey.
So I work at a movie theater. I am a supervisor. I'm not gonna say what theater. Just that I am at a theater. And
Jesus.
the last 2 days have been hell. So yesterday, I'm opening shift. I get into the theater. I see the other opening manager. I'm like, hey. And as we're walking down the hallway, I hear like a weird noise. And I turn, and I look at the water fountains, and they're making like a weird bubbling sound, and there's a puddle. And I just kind of point at it. And me and the other manager make eye contact, and I'm like, so that's leaking, and she's like, yeah, it is.
I'll get you out.
So the first, like, 3 or 4 hours was spent trying to figure out how to fix that leak.
Give me your other hand.
Because the GM was of no help. She put in the group chat, like, hey, the water fountains by your office are leaking, what do you want us to do? And he responded with a screenshot of Murphy's Law. That anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And then said, I don't know, call a plumber maybe? And it's like, cool, thanks, okay. So she calls the company that deals with our plumbing stuff. Or first she called a plumber, and they were like, yeah, that's not us. And then she called the company that deals with specifically like water fountain type things and like retail type plumbing. And they're like, okay, there's like a shut-off valve, and they walk her through it, and she finally gets it done. And then she spends like 2 hours using a like carpet cleaner to suck up all the water because our hallways are carpeted. And there's just so much water. So while she was doing that, I'm the only other like management type on duty. So I was taking care of literally everything else in the theater. Including one customer that wanted my help for an hour and a half.
Oh, jeez.
Because she was having difficulties with the app. Because she got herself locked out of her email account. And I'm
Oh,
like, I
God.
can't help you with that. Like, I'm not Google. There's nothing I can do about that part. Like, that's all on you, man. I'm sorry. So I was just so busy yesterday. And then our cash register wouldn't open. We only have one register that actually has cash in the building. And it wouldn't open.
They're everywhere.
Oh, jeez.
It was stuck. So that was an issue. Something else really annoying happened. I can't even remember because it wasn't as annoying as the other things that were happening. Oh Oh my god, he took my infinite knife. I didn't think infinite knife would be lost. I didn't think I could lose my infinite knife.
I mean, you didn't lose it. It's still right
Damn it.
there. You just don't have it on you now.
What the fuck?
And I can't get it back.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, just kill me. I didn't know I could lose infinite knife.
Oh,
Rip Leon.
oh, Leon, you need that.
Yeah, so much happened yesterday, I can't even remember all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Then, today, the family restroom flooded,
Jeez.
and we had to deal with that. We're, like, we've been out of quarters for 2 weeks. There was a fight in the hallway. Or in the lobby, rather. Yeah. I got yelled at by some random customer because the kiosk didn't print her tickets, and she had been waiting for half an hour for a manager to fix it, and it was like, ma'am, you could have asked literally any employee and they could have done it, but okay. Whatever. And then she was the one that started a fight later. A kid threw up in the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just been real rough these last 2 days.
You got this.
Yeah, Leon, give yourself a pep talk. You need it. You need it with me controlling you.
Also, you could have gotten that knife back.
Huh?
Were you unable to kill the zombie?
Yeah, I had no bullets.
Oh yeah, then yeah. You were just dead.
Yeah, that's why I said just kill me now. Oh, he has them, that's right. Yeah, I couldn't do that. I had no bullets. I always forget how extreme the jump in difficulty in these games are. Like, they really ratchet up the difficulty.
Jesus.
Open up! Hurry! Open up! Open this goddamn door!
I'm coming, I'm coming. Oh, we can skip it. Okay. Okay, what if I just go in knife first? Nope, knife first does not work. Not
Need
on
a longer
hardcore
knife.
mode.
Damn, these guys.
I wish getting
Soak up a lot of
headshots
bullets.
was more helpful.
Maybe you need to get heart shots?
Nah, that isn't that type of game.
It's not. You need to, like, destroy the head. It's just sometimes they only take one bullet to the head and they're dead, and sometimes they're like, I'm gonna waste every single bullet you have and still not die? Because I'm mean.
Jesus.
he only took 3. And then some of them take infinitely more. And it's rude, quite frankly.
Jesus! They're everywhere!
Enemies everywhere.
God damn it. Get out of my face! Shit.
Damn it.
Maybe.
He took my knife again!
Jump on him.
I can't. I can't do anything, is the unfortunate thing.
Dang.
Because he doesn't even have the ability to dodge like Jill and Carlos do in Resident Evil 3. All I can do is just leave. My knife is gone. I just have to accept that fact.
I mean, you can come back later.
I don't know if they keep the knife in them, though.
They do.
They do?
I looked it up.
Okay.
Watch out!
Dang, son. Strong legs.
How come you get to kill him?
You're safe. For now.
How come I can't stomp on a zombie's head when they're on the floor?
Marvin Branagh.
Leon Kennedy. There was another officer I couldn't...
Yeah, Leon, you couldn't have done anything for him. He was half a body.
Here. I'm sure you did what you could, Leon.
Marvin Branagh. Love that man.
Does anyone
He's
know what
great.
started this?
Very helpful.
Not a clue.
Ooh, we're all
But
geared
honestly,
up.
all you need to know is that this place will eat you alive if you aren't careful.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to start last week, and I got a call to stay away. I wish I'd come here sooner.
You're here now, Leon. That's all that matters.
Okay, Lieutenant? I'm ready.
Hopefully you'll be able to find a way out of this station. That officer you met earlier, Elliot.
It's really frustrating and it sucks,
He
but I
thought this
do
secret
kind of
passageway
like
might
that
be
Leon
tricky.
actually like dies after like 2 bites.
This is good news.
Feels more
We can get you to
realistic.
hospital.
No, I am not the priority here.
Lieutenant, I'm not just gonna leave you here.
I'm giving you an order, rookie. You save yourself first. I'd come with you, but I'd just slow you down. Now,
Oh no.
you'll need this.
I can't take him.
Stop. And don't
There's
make
another
my
knife?
mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate. You take it out, or you run. Got it?
Yes, sir.
And you got another knife.
Yeah, but this knife isn't infinite.
And
Disposable
you're also
knife.
still hurt.
This knife sucks, and I'm still hurt.
Yeah. He's like, I'll slow you down. I got this injury. Here you are, just limping along. Immediately eat a herb. I'm 100% better.
Like, hey Marvin, have you tried this first aid spray before? I instantly feel so much better.
Hey man, have you been eating your vegetables, you know?
Have you eaten
The
your
green
green
herbs.
herbs?
This is not how I imagined my first day.
I wish you could do literally anything, Leon. Learn how to dodge like Jill does. instantly gonna
Yeah,
put
come
this
on,
herb
Leon.
away.
What do
Leon.
you want from me? He's a rookie.
He doesn't know how to sidestep.
No. That's on the second day.
I should have taught him at the academy.
What have they been teaching this man?
You know it took him 4 years to be able to dodge.
Yeah. It took him a
Was
long
it 4
time to learn
years?
how to jump.
How long is it between 2 and 4?
This is 94, or not 94, 98. And 4 takes place in, like, 2006. So it took him about 6 years to learn how to jump.
Oh, that's big draw.
Yeah. I should put the... Oh, we don't
You
have it. That's why I didn't think about it. You took away our, default content warning.
Mm.
I don't know.
I know. What's wrong?
Yeah, we booping.
There it is.
We blooping.
There's where... We're doing it. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We're working on the fly, guys.
On the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Uninterrupted. You see it as it happens.
We're bleeping. We're blooping. Putting a content warning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here, let me edit the CW thing.
At CW?
The CW.
Oh, hey, Evan. What's up?
Hey,
What are you
Evan.
screaming about?
Hmm.
Right. Content warning.
Oh?
Gore. Oh, what's your awesome news?
Oh, what are the news? Oh, God.
Content warning gore. It's there.
It's there for
written.
everyone to see.
Mm-hmm. Just in case you don't know, Resident Evil is gory. I want to see something fucked up. Boo.
So, Oven is getting the new phone,
Oh,
the iPhone 13.
wild. It's all the way up to 13 now.
There are the 13 iPhones. Actually, there's only 12 iPhones because they skipped 9.
Really?
Oh yeah, I forgot they did that. That was weird.
Yeah.
Why?
Because 9
Yeah.
is not a nice number.
What does that mean?
I don't fucking know.
It's
Okay.
Apple. Who knows?
It's weird because they released the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 10 alongside each other.
I don't know anything about iPhone. I don't care about them, honestly.
That's fair.
Record of
But, yeah.
events. September 25th. We're turning the station into a temporary shelter due to the massive sudden outbreak. All police personnel have been instructed to make the safety of the citizens their top priority as we try to accommodate as many of them as possible. September 25th, addendum. One of the refugees attacked us in the middle of the night, resulting in the death of one officer and injuring 3 others. The person in question was quickly restrained. We believe this was simply a case of someone snapping under intense stress. September 26th. A mob attacked the station today, resulting in a number of casualties. A few survivors were able to make it safely behind the emergency shutters, but surrounded as we are, it'll be hard for any of us to escape this place. We're not sure we can fix any of our comm equipment, so we remain cut off from the outside world. September 27th. There was another clash on the west side of the station around 1 p.m. 12 people died, and there is only a handful of survivors left. Everything is falling into disarray here. Into disarray in here.
What the fuck?
What?
When was this?
When was what?
Like that event in relation to this event?
It's like September 30th right now. Or September 31st.
Damn.
Does September have a 31st? I never remember. It's the
No,
last day of
It
September.
goes up to 30.
Okay. So it's the last day of September.
But yeah, that's wild. All that happened, and yeah, they just you know, they
Yeah.
just like forget to tell like the new guys like, oh yeah, we got a bunch of refugees and they're going wild.
I don't think they forgot, Harvey. They didn't have the ability to. Raccoon City has been in shambles. Like, that's why... Well, actually, no. He got a letter telling him to stay away. And he came here anyways.
He didn't
he
notice
got a
that was
message.
actually an official letter.
Yeah, he got, like, a message saying, like, don't come to Raccoon City. Like, stay out. And he was like,
you know-
oh, that's weird.
Hey,
I
he
already
waited a
booked-
week, but then still ended up coming at the end.
I already booked my bus ticket.
Well, he drove here. He had a really nice Jeep.
But yeah, you know, on topic of iPhones, like, I'm not a big iPhone guy, but man, I really like the new iPhone minis. It's like nice and small, but like, cause it's like full screen, it's not super small.
Look, it's the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
God damn it.
Does that mean I can't play the game?
No, that's
No, that's
did the sound alert. There it is. No, wait.
I mean, I
Did the
heard
sound
it.
alert not? Okay.
So we just label it "Do Not Play" because we don't want people to play it? Is that?
Yeah.
It's Pauly
okay.
Shore.
It's the Polly Shore.
Polly Shore, do not interact.
Polly Shore, do not interact. It's
Exactly.
forbidden. Oven, I can't believe you used the forbidden sound.
Whoops.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, the lockers.
Whoa, those are fancy looking lockers.
Can open 106 and 109. Storage locker terminal memo. It appears that the keypad to the locker's terminal is missing a few keys. I suggest that the person responsible for this mess find some spare keys and fix this right now. You know who you are, bastard. Who else would fuck up it? Who else would fuck it up this badly?
Damn.
Damn.
Chief irons
know.
at everyone in that one scene in the movie.
Lo-fi call-out post.
I don't know why I did 108. That's not what I meant.
Lo-fi call post. What?
Yeah, let's call-out post before, you know, the internet. Just write a note calling them out. You know who you are.
Damn it, I keep doing
Ooh,
that.
some film.
Gimme, 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 gimme! Come on. Come on. Come on. Alright.
Ring around the rosy.
Looped them.
Ooh, you looping them.
This way?
You're a
Yeah,
looper.
this way. Fuck, I haven't found any more thing. Pick it up. Come on, let's go, Leon. Get wrecked, bitch.
Perfect.
Can't open that window. Not when there's 3 boards haphazardly placed over it.
It's impossible.
Store that. I can use it right now. Commemorative photo. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Nice.
This is not you.
Ooh, red herb.
Film contains evidence. Do not leave out.
So what you're saying is that I should leave it out.
Teehee.
No, the evidence, Eric.
But what if? Hear me out.
Medicinal
leave it
benefits
out.
of herbs. Humans have used herbs to treat sickness and disease since the dawn of time. In this book, we will explore 3 such herbs native to the Arklay Mountains. Green herbs have the ability to heal basic injuries, while blue herbs have long been used to treat poisoning. As for red herbs, while they are visually appealing, they offer no medicinal benefits. Or so it was thought until recently. It's well known that combining herbs together produces blends that heighten the herb's effects, but it has been discovered that red herbs can play a big role when mixed properly. According to one doctor of Asian medicine, mixing blue and red herbs together produces a blend that will strengthen one's constitution. Truly, we have only just begun to realize the full potential of these herbs and their ability to heal the human body. Further research is sure to yield even more fascinating results.
So I just checked on Streamlabs.
There we go.
For our, how you say, commands. Apparently
that's
we
not
have
what I meant,
this
by the way.
command that just says the title of the stream.
Oh, that's fun. That's a fun little thing to do.
Very interesting.
Yeah, a very niche applications for that command, but we have it.
God, you know
We
what's gonna
can use it
fucking
for one.
suck? When the tyrant shows up.
Good old Mr. X.
God, that's gonna be annoying.
Monsieur X.
Ooh, yes. We love to see it. Hehe. pieces of gunpowder. Mm-hmm.
Hey, you can make ammo. I was like, cool.
Thanks.
Speaking of ammo,
Teehee.
code. What's the code?
I'll find it eventually. A lot of these things I kind of remember the codes to, but I'm gonna not do that this playthrough. I'm gonna play it properly. September 28th, 2:30 a.m. It's down to just me and 3 others. No weapons, no ammo, and too many skirmishes have drained us mentally and physically. We're not gonna make it. Officer Phillips once suggested we escape through the sewers. Apparently, there's a secret tunnel under this place left over from its museum days. Why was there a secret tunnel when it was a museum?
Because
wanna know
that makes
that.
it easier to steal the art.
I brushed her idea off before, but now it's not sounding all that bad. Yeah, there's no proof there's even a tunnel, or that the sewers aren't infested with zombies. But I don't want to sit here and wait to die either. It's a long shot, but I'm gonna try to find out what I can about that tunnel. Elliot Edward.
You know, now that I say it, it actually makes a lot of sense for it to be a the reason there's tunnels and all that shit is it's just a conspiracy that the art museum was just letting its shit get stolen.
Or they
But it
were
was
like
all part of the
smuggling
plan.
shit.
Exactly. It's like, you know what? That makes a lot more sense than
Smugglers.
anything else you could have
Rookie's
said.
first assignment. Leon S. Kennedy, we're putting you on a very special case for your first assignment. Your mission is
Ooh.
to unlock your desk. The key to your success is in the initials of our first names. Input the letters in order of our desks. There are 2 locks, one on each side of your desk. Make sure you get them both. Basically, your first task is to remember your fellow officers' names, but you figured out that much, right? Good luck, Leon. By the way, it might take a little work to get Scott to give you a straight answer. Scrawled in a corner between drops of blood. Be glad you're not here, rookie. E. Sir! I'm reading.
Sir, I'm doing my job. Please.
N. Again, I do know these codes, but I'm playing properly. This one's MRV, if I'm not mistaken. Or MRG, sorry.
Marge.
MRV is a later thing. Oh, wrong way. MRV is that weird, like, hacking device, the MRV. The weird, like, musical device thing that is really satisfying. Oh, I can't open this yet. Unfortunate.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, indeed? Damn it.
Ooh.
Ooh. Did you just have a thought, Harvey?
God.
No, I just...
Whore.
That
Yes?
other zombie kind of looks like the actor who played Sonic the Hedgehog. I can never remember his name. Ben Schwartz.
Man, Schwartz.
He's just got a long head.
Yeah.
Skinny chin.
Yeah.
God, there was something I wanted to say. Might have been important, too.
I mean, if it was that important, would you really forget about it?
Yes.
You know what? Fair enough.
Oh, I can do quick turn. Okay. Bastard. Yeah, I wish there was something you could do to finish zombies when they're on the floor.
You could
That
knife 'em.
wasn't, like, use bullets. Hmm?
I mean, you could try to knife him.
I can't right now. Oh, I didn't stab him. I only stabbed him lightly.
You didn't stab him.
Oh yeah, it didn't actually do the stabbing. But still, I wish there was a way to just, like, stomp on them. Because stabbing them unless you have infinite knife, sucks.
I think it's dead.
Okay, it's got no legs now.
How much durability does your knife have now? Yeah.
Still got infinite.
Infinite's trapped.
Oh, Eric,
Yeah?
what do you call the letter V in Spanish?
Interesting.
Ve?
Okay, yeah, that's what we did too, but I happened to look up just now. Oh, I wanted to know the name of the letter X in Spanish.
Ekis?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I found out
The
that
beer.
that letter
Those
V,
Ekis.
letter V goes by a bunch of names.
Oh?
Uve, Vecorta.
I do remember Uve, now that you say it, from, like, middle school Spanish
Mhm.
class.
And Vebaha.
Pardon?
Vebaha!
Yeah. Vebaha.
Vebaha last.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to do a double take there when I saw Baja.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, no, now I understand why, but yeah, that's still funny.
Weird.
Yeah, it's calling it short B. And that's
Weird.
funny. Yeah. Fucking, dialects are fun.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Panda taking care of their puppy Coco.
Oh, how's Coco doing? I love that little menace. I've never met him, but I love him.
Yeah, when are we doing a Never Lost Dog meetup? You know, Panda can bring Coco. I'll bring
If
Hazel.
you want to do a dog meetup, you gotta do that at my grandpa's house.
Yeah, road trip.
Because, otherwise, I'd be in a car with the dogs for, like, several hours. And they would not like that.
Yeah.
Playing like I don't know the codes is annoying, because I know the code to that locker. But Leon doesn't.
It's like it's like you're a time traveler trying to pretend you're not a time traveler.
Yeah. Pretending like
Man,
I
it's got-
don't know everything.
Man, it's gonna be sad when you crash into that iceberg. The what? Nothing.
Oh no,
Oh no,
Coco.
it's like you're the imposter in Among Us and you're trying to
Fake a
pretend that
task.
you don't know that. Yeah. Faking the task, trying to pretend that you don't know that the oxygen's about to go out.
Harvey, help! The oxygen's almost out! Hold up, I gotta finish the
What
Simon
in the-
Says. Harvey! There, got it. What? How old is Coco at this point? Panda?
We haven't played Among Us in so long, and it makes me sad.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that game.
You know, Among Us it's not popular on Twitch right now, which means that it's good for us to play it. Because like before, since it was so popular, there was like a billion channels on Among Us. So if we played Among Us, we'd like never like get found through there.
Yeah.
But
It's like,
now
why
that
would
it's,
anyone want to watch us play Among Us when they could watch, like, Chilled Chaos?
yeah,
I mean, to be fair, Chill Chaos is still playing it.
Yeah, I know.
we just have to. We just
respect it.
if we want to play Among Us on stream, we just have to do it when they're not.
I mean, yeah. Also, we would need more people.
Yeah, maybe we can see like make it a whole maybe
Yeah?
Blah, 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 blah.
make it a special play with viewers.
Oh, nice.
Oh, 6 months and already 51 pounds. Wow.
They're growing up
Big boy.
real quick.
Yeah, at 6 months, Hazel was still like only 20 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Hazel's 50 now. Hazel's not a super big dog.
I don't know when Buddy got big, because we got him when he was already like a year and a half.
Oh, you know, speaking of never lost pets, I did I made a couple more pet magic cards since I made that one of Hazel.
Hmm.
I made one for Buddy.
Yeah?
Basically,
How come I haven't seen it?
I wanted to drop them all in as a full set. Yeah, and but then I like kind of dropped the project. But yeah, Buddy basically, I just based his whole card off of the one thing you said one time, about like, oh yeah, if I were to take Hazel, you know, Buddy would find a way to kill her. You know, he's old and tired. You know, Hazel's young and spry, but he'll still find a way.
Yeah, Buddy's a little menace.
And so yeah, I just basically Buddy's ability. You pay black and white, and then Buddy gains a new ability.
Love that. Hey,
Hey,
Lemon.
how you doing, Lemongitis?
Shout out to the
Lemon.
lemon.
Please. Please, I'm not that good of a Junkrat player.
What are you talking about? You're great.
Shut up. I got a quad kill on my tire once for the first time in that game, and you guys have not let it go since. Consistently get quad kills.
What the from the times I play with you, you're great.
Yeah, I was talking about
Yeah,
Magic
he's
Homebrews.
talking. Harvey is obsessed with Magic the Gathering.
He's just obsessed with card games in general.
He is. He truly
Yeah.
is. But especially.
He started playing Pokemon recently.
Playing
Pokemon card game.
Oh, wait, that reminded me. Can I... I'm about to expose myself.
Oh. Should I be worried? Are we gonna?
Particularly. So, last night, guess what I started watching?
Did you watch the Pokemon anime?
You started watching Guzma?
Yeah. Oh, Eric, you have no idea. So I started Sun and Moon. Because I'm like, yeah, I want to see this. I want to see him in action. So I start the first episode. There are 3 seasons of Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, there's like 100 episodes.
So I start the first season. I get like 2 episodes in. It's very cringy. It's so cringy. It is so clearly geared towards children, and I am a 22-year-old.
Right.
So I look up like when he shows up. He doesn't show up until halfway through the 3rd season. So I'm like, I'm not watching 120 episodes of this anime just to see this dude. So I just skipped to that episode. I watched 10 episodes of Sun and Moon, only the ones that had him. He shows up like halfway through, and then he's not there for another like 15 episodes. Until they finally start the Alola League, and they're doing, like, the actual league championship, and at first he's like, I'm not gonna join this, I am cool, and you guys are all losers, and then, like, the professor, the, like, young hot professor that's got, like, no shirt on ever, and he's just like,
abs.
pussy, and then he shows up later and is like, this is still for dumb little babies, but I'm gonna join the league and beat your ass. And it's like, okay, man. And, like, he's so just stupid, and his team is so annoying. And they keep rapping so badly.
Yeah.
And they all, like, walk, like, in time and just, like, step weird. And he always looks mad. And then the chick with the weird hair, the, like, pink and yellow ponytails that are, like, so thin, is constantly like, shut up, you idiots. Which I really love. And, they keep, like, the team keeps hyping him up because they're all like, yeah, he's undefeated, he's never lost a battle. And the reason he's never lost a battle is because he always leaves before he can lose.
He finish it. Before he can
Walks
beat.
away from, like, every fight if he doesn't know he's gonna win.
Oh my god.
It's so sad. And then he loses to Ash.
Of course.
Because, of course, that's how Pokemon goes.
I mean, it used to not be.
Yeah.
Did
that
did
is
Ash
true.
is the Alola Wing that is the Alola League the one that Ash finally won after 20 years?
I don't think it was the first one, but it's
It
one of
wasn't the
the
first
few.
one. But yeah, it's one of the few.
I know that much. I've heard Matt Bragg talk about this.
I think it was the Orange League that he won.
Yes. The Orange League is the first one he ever won, actually.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, really funny.
Like, I just heard you say, like, Ash defeats him, like, of course he does, and then I just think back to the olden days, where he just couldn't do shit.
Yeah, Ash, like, constantly just getting destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Gary was actually right, just call him a shit.
Also, found out his name is pronounced Guzma.
Guzma.
Oh,
Guzma.
okay, that's a lot better.
There you are. Come here. Take a look.
Oh, yeah, what was that show, Panda?
Yeah, what anime, Panda?
Yes. I knew she'd make it.
I've watched some pretty weird anime.
huh?
Yeah. Name's Claire. I came into town with her.
You can get to that courtyard. Through the second floor. East side.
I'm on it.
I'm trying to share the
Thanks, Lieutenant.
buddy card with you guys, but
Oh my god, Lemon.
for some reason Buddy crashed this card maker.
I love
Harvey, look at the chat. Harvey, look
Lemon.
at the chat.
Lemon.
Harvey, look at the chat.
Lemon, you're great.
Kaboom. Sorcery. Cost X red. Deal X damage split between at least 4 creatures your opponent controls. If Goon kills at least 2 creatures this way, create caramel token that has sacrificed this token. Ping everyone in the server for Overwatch.
For reference,
Dude, I would
Caramel
put-
is one of the other players that we've been playing with lately in that group.
Shit, I would put this card in my deck.
Oh hell yeah, I'd be perfect.
Like actually not. Like actually, yeah, you would. Uh, I mean, I'm just thinking back to that fucking game we had on Wednesday,
Oh yeah.
where we just kept getting fucking shit. We just
Yeah.
could not draw right well.
Me and Eric played 2 1v1 games of Commander.
Wild.
The first round, I got all the cards I needed and beat him very quickly. The second round, it went on for so fucking long. Neither of us got shit.
Like both of us kept drawing stuff that we couldn't use. Like why?
Yeah, and then when we did use stuff, the other one had a counter for that, so we couldn't build
Wait,
up
why am I trying
anything.
to put that away? I can just put it in the thing.
Oh,
Like as soon
man.
as we got something we could use, someone like had already gotten something that they could use to counter that a while ago, but they just
Yeah.
didn't do it.
Yeah, eventually, Eric was able to
Clearly it
take
was
me
right.
out. Took way too
Yeah.
fucking long.
The
though.
passage isn't open yet.
Yeah, God.
One thing. Lemon, I know he often goes by Kiri, but Schlumpf would be such a better name for that because it's just so funny. 2, Panda, you don't need to say it, like, in chat, like, publicly, but, like, if you feel comfortable, I would love to know if you want to just, like, DM us. I would love to know what this anime is.
Yeah. I am
yeah.
curious now too.
I've definitely watched too many animes meant for 14-year-old boys as an adult man.
Mood. Yeah, Schlumpf Hanzo-based card.
Schlumpf sounds like a magic card to me.
Yeah.
And that's like
like
Schlumpf
something.
is Brandon from work.
Yeah,
Or as
Schlumpf.
Lemon calls him, Alex.
Schlumpf sounds very much like a red card. I don't know why.
yeah, one of the troll goblin cards.
Yeah, troll or goblin.
Hey, what are the silver border cards?
The unsets.
Yeah, there's some fun cards in there.
I can't wait for Unfinity.
Infinity.
I'm really disappointed that they're getting rid of the silver border though.
It's so iconic with them. It's like why?
Yeah.
Iconic.
Oh my god. Yeah, for context, Beck, basically they put out funny magic cards and to show that they're not supposed to be legal in like competitive formats, they just put a silver border on them.
Oh.
That one,
Well,
it's part of the look, and 2, the silver is really nice. Like, I don't know what they do to make those borders, but it's gorgeous ink. I'm gonna miss that.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna go.
And the
there
cards are
yet.
just funny. And the cards are
Oh,
actually
yeah.
usually just funny.
Yeah, Wizards of the Coast has a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Panda, you can
to-
DM me. I'll keep it a secret.
Harvey would question me more.
That makes me curious, but I'll keep it a secret.
It's like, I'm also American's like, wait, what is it? It's like, what? Harvey would question you for it? Like, what could it be? What anime would cause Harvey to
eat
question
this.
you? Uh,
It must be a furry anime.
Probably. You know, that it'd be like that.
oh shit, speaking of furry anime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. I was just thinking like, oh yeah, that's an anime that I've been meaning to watch. It's an anime called Odd Taxi. Yeah, it's one of those animes where all the
Oh
characters are
yeah.
yeah, just animals.
I've heard
But
of
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I remember seeing that one bit with the phone.
yeah, like I'm very interested in it. I just haven't gotten around to watching it. But what makes me interested in that is that it's been described to me as a Quentin Tarantino movie turned into an anime.
Interesting.
I was like, okay,
I'm into that.
that's interesting.
I'm into
Okay,
that part.
that
Yeah,
I'm intrigued.
I thought it was wholesome. I've only seen that one bit where it's like, oh yeah, there's this really cute guy I've got a crush on, and she hands him the phone, when has the self picture on it.
Aw, that's cute. God, I wish I could have that sort of confidence.
You could,
No, I can't. You know I can't.
Give me a second.
you could.
Eldritch Torror?
Eldritch Tor.
Elder Dragon Thailander? What?
Ooh, so that's a game I'd play. Elder Dragon Thailander.
I think he's trying to figure out what EDT stands for in our message.
Oh,
Eastern Daylight Time.
Yeah.
yeah, time.
Give me my knife back. Thank you.
Uh. Mm. God. Is that Harvey guy not sub to his own channel? That's Lemon.
Yeah, Harvey.
Yeah, I just saw it, Panda.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not subbed to the Neverlost channel. Like I don't have I don't have Amazon Prime.
Okay, but like, Panda? Is it good? Was it worth it?
I've seen one episode of that anime and I couldn't get into it.
I got recommended a game on Steam the other day that's just My Hero Academia, but like pure hentai.
Oh, how nice.
Oh, you too?
Well,
I
it
know
was
what
like
you're
something
talking about.
academia, right?
Yeah, no, I know what you're
And it's
talking
just
about.
straight up them.
MHA,
Yeah.
My Horny Academia.
Gifted a sub to Harvey. Oh, Lemon, I love you.
Yeah, no,
You know,
man, I got recommended that game.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I feel like I should be offended.
That's a power move.
That is.
That's a power move, gifting a sub to the person that, like, is a partial owner of this channel.
Yeah.
Like technically Harvey's name is on the channel as the owner, but still, which makes it even funnier.
Did you
Yeah,
make the Twitch or did I? I thought I made it.
Did you? I thought it was Harvey.
I think it was
I
me. I think I made most of the accounts.
Oh, fair enough then.
no, I think I made the Twitch.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah.
I had the login in, originally. Remember?
I don't.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure I
okay,
made
okay,
all
okay.
like I'm pretty sure I made the
I
the
remember.
Twitch
I
and the
remember what
YouTube and the
happens.
like Gmail.
We both made a Neverlast Twitch.
No.
No, yeah.
What?
Did we?
That, yeah. It was like a whole thing. Like essentially we were in a call together. And I was like, okay, I just made a Neverlast Twitch, and you were like, oh, I already did that.
So I made it
Um,
first.
Yeah. So then I just renamed that second Neverlast Twitch into my own.
But yeah, I made all the accounts for Neverlost originally.
But yeah. I do think they're all under, or at least the Twitch is under my name now, because like yeah, I do all the, like it sends me all the money and I do the tax
Twitch from
information.
me. That's fine though.
Hey, do you want to do the taxes?
No. Fuck that. That's why I said that's fine though. I don't want to be responsible for anything. Where do I want to go? Go to the library. I haven't done the library yet, but I don't want to go in the library. But I will. Wait, I can't get it through that. I need to go the other way, actually.
I don't know what is up with this image of Buddy. Like it just keeps crashing this.
He's too powerful.
Too powerful, will never be stopped.
My perfect boy. You know, Panda, that's so valid. I feel that way about a lot of anime I've watched. One of the first anime I ever watched was Hetalia.
Okay, I really want to share this card with you. I'm just gonna send it without the image. I'm just gonna send the image separately. Just pretend this image of Buddy is inside of the card. Oh, well, now it's even more broken. I can't even get the imageless version now. God damn,
give me my
I
knife
fucked
back.
up.
No! Where's my knife? Did he delete my knife? Oh my god.
Beck, apparently you're ever so slightly farther away from
Am
me
I?
and Harvey.
I don't want to be near them. I'm about to die.
You can't get infected with Vex zombie goo.
Oh god.
Don't TF2 spy for you today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Part of it too, like since I like my hair, like Eric can be under my hair a little bit, so it's easier to like put him closer to me.
Well, I actually just have our things lined up. Like, those are the bounding boxes of us. It's just... You made me off-center.
Rip, I guess it'd be like that.
Guys...
Also, Ben, may I just ask what made you decide to watch that?
Fine, Lemon. I'll go into OBS and fix it right now. It took me out of pause. Alright, let's see. See, now it bumped us all down.
I am floating. Oh, I'm
Why won't you
ascending.
cooperate?
No, stop, no, let go. Ah.
You see what you've made me do, Lemon?
Now you're floating.
Oh, when you refuse to line up.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. From Burb. Hey, there we go.
Oh my god, get off. You keep like clipping to me. Go away. Look,
There's some
Lemon,
magnetic
this
force
is
here.
this is as good as we're gonna get. Eric refuses to cooperate.
Since when have I been known to cooperate?
Yeah, you had it perfect, and then like bringing everyone back to the floor ruined it.
We either float or we're off center. It's one or the other.
I am trying.
You cannot have both. Ah, God.
All right. I'm gonna drop. I'm finally dropping it into community Discord.
Took you so long.
Yeah, I found out. Oh no! God damn it!
What did you do?
It was perfect on my. Oh, the card is droopy.
It's droopy.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's my boy. That's my boy.
The
Look at
lore,
him.
the lore text got
The lore text.
got erased.
No lore. Just Bud.
Yeah, Budrick cannot be contained. You cannot define Budrick.
Lemon, I'm gonna be real with you. If I had it my way, these PNG tubers would be so different. But I don't know how to use the program that Harvey makes them in. So it's all him. And also I have a full-time job. So, yeah. That's all him.
That's crazy.
Oh no, I just like eyeballing the distance to each other because like the bounding box of them, like all these PNG tubers, every image is 300 by 300 pixels. But we don't take up the entire 300 by 300, so the bounding box isn't super useful
Yeah.
when putting us next to each other.
Also,
I
he
just-
didn't make them center in their bounding boxes anyways.
Yeah, that too.
Harvey
But yeah, so
Harvey does not know how to make things even or symmetrical, and when I made them even and symmetrical, they were too even and symmetrical, and he hated it.
they were way too even and symmetrical.
It was a rough draft, Harvey. I just used a shape tool.
You know, that's fair.
And then you wanted me to use a program that I can't do that in anyways, so... Fucking wanted me to use goddamn whatever the hell that's even called. Vector program. Bullshit. I just wanted to use Clip Studio Paint.
Well, to be fair, we gotta use vectors so everything could be scalable. I don't know why Buttrick keeps fucking up his cards.
Lemon, you should join our Discord so you can Okay, Lemon, you know what? I'm getting back to it. You should join our Discord though so you can see the buddy card, which is my beautiful baby boy, my dog.
I wonder.
What am I even doing? Where am I going? I was gonna go up to the library, but I don't want to because I did something else. What am I holding? I still have the key. Fuck, I haven't even finished using the key? Oh my god. Guys, this sucks. I didn't expect hardcore mode to be such a step up from normal. I don't understand why Resident Evil doesn't know how to, like, scale difficulty.
Yeah.
Because easy is, like, too easy, and then the next one up is, like, impossible. Like, why does it go easy, normal, hardcore? What is that?
Man,
What
I
is
don't
that about?
know what these guys are on.
Buddy, Harvey made a Magic the Gathering card for, various pets of Neverlost. He made one for his dog, and I guess one for my dog.
Yeah, I made a Barbus one. I think I made him a ninja for some reason.
That feels pretty accurate. He's got that energy.
Now I'm just thinking of Barbus in a ninja suit.
He'd be so cute.
Here, I'll post Barbus.
Helicopter noises.
Barbus, Jealous Thief. Ninjutsu for 1 black. Whenever Barbus, Jealous Thief deals combat damage to a player, place a -1/-1 counter on target creature defending player controls.
Interesting.
Jealous thief.
Yeah. He's a little bastard is what he is.
Yeah, this card is a poorly photoshopped
Yeah, it
Barbus
is.
looking at a piece of wheat.
Why is he
I was
looking
gonna
at
ask
wheat?
what that is.
Oh, that's the picture where he looks like a wise old man while he's sitting on my head.
Yeah.
I love that little idiot.
I was like, oh yeah, I like this picture, but I wanna get Beck out of
You
here.
could have, like, blurred the edges. Or something.
Yeah, there was a lot of things I could have done. I decided to do that though.
There's a lot of things I could have done, and I did none of them.
You know. The Discord invite needs to be refreshed. Okay. I do that.
Right now, please. Won't you? Ah.
Now what? Son of a bitch.
Yes.
Here, let me see if I can figure out how to make a perma invite.
Yeah, you can set an invite link to never expire.
Here we go. I found it.
What the?
Why are you so surprised about Leon?
You know, it'd be like that.
I've seen so many of these guys at this point.
I love Lemon shows up just to roast us. Like,
You know what? That's
damn,
fair
okay.
enough.
Yeah, they're a paying customer.
Yeah,
They get to
he's
roast
gifted
a
the
little.
most subs.
Yeah.
Pew pew pew.
Can't argue with that, honestly, really. Also, pew pew?
Yeah, I'm thinking of everywhere I have the Discord invite that I need to put the new perma one.
Loser.
What if Theo was the voice actor for Leon? What?
I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. Oh, I can't get a good zoom in on him. There he
That's
is.
such a random thought.
Milo, this is for you. I see you in chat.
How you doing, Milo?
Can I get a good view of his ass?
Now I just want to. Now I just want him to do a shit like voiceover for Leon.
Milo, I'm trying to get a good view, but like if I go too far down, he's kind of not there.
Can you use the desk to wiggle the camera?
That's what I'm trying, but like it's
No, it's
not.
not. Yeah, still not working well.
He only wants to be in the corner.
He can
Sorry.
only be in the corner.
I tried to get. I can get a in Resident Evil 3. I can get a good angle of Jill. I can do that for you, but. Oh, Lemon, your message got stuck way back there. Harvey has a typo in like everything he's ever written. Harvey doesn't know how to spell.
Look, I've got dyslexia. Maybe.
You know,
I don't know.
that's fine. That's perfectly valid. But you know what else you have? Spell check. And also, you have me. You can just, like, send me a message to, like, proofread something before you make it into, like, an official thing. You know that, right?
Look, if I did that for everything, nothing would ever get done.
Well, it's, what you gotta do?
Dyslexia.
We're not that big yet, Lemon. I mean, we could be. Harvey, you can make a channel for, like, fan art and shit.
No, yeah, that's pretty much just the art channel. That's where I'm posting. Just all art. Yeah, MGT. Fuck, god damn it. I need to get a drink. My mouth is drying up over here. Yeah, and
Private browser.
Yeah. He only shows me that when he's been drinking and he's, like, sleeping over at my apartment. And he's just like, look at this! And I'm like, okay.
I mean, it started off chaotic today.
Started off chaotic? Whoops.
I think Eric's replying to Milo.
What part?
The one sent in our personal chat.
Oh, I don't have things on.
Yeah.
I got too much going on. Yeah, Milo, it's pretty chaotic. You can hop in. I might have to scoot you over. What the hell? I got a book.
Where's this typo in the
What am I
about?
doing?
Which about? There's a lot of abouts.
You have a lot of abouts.
Hello.
Hi, Milo.
Hey.
Where's your little guy? Do I need to move them?
You might.
They're
You misspelled
probably
therefore.
Your little guy isn't even showing up. Where are you?
I don't
the
exist. I am but
the eyeball's
the
probably
void.
off on them.
Oh, you had it off by default.
Okay.
Hey, look at the Milo.
Hey, that's me.
New-
So far.
New and
Okay, quickly
improved
put them
Milo.
I'm scooting you over, a little scrolling at a time. Because apparently just clicking and dragging ruins everything, so I'm just scrolling you guys over in edit transform.
Oh, love that for me.
I
I love
don't-
being scooched.
That's on that's on your program. I don't know. I can scroll and move people fine on my OBS.
You saw what was happening when I was trying to click and drag. Eric started floating off into space.
I will start to ascend.
I know, I'm not
That's just
denying that
Eric.
it's happening. I'm just saying that's on you.
That's just what Eric does.
It's not on my settings are fine.
Okay.
My settings ain't doing that.
Y'all, I'm trying the Mountain Dew Major Melon. Tastes like a Jolly Rancher. It's wild.
That's fun.
Major melon? How major are these melon?
They're pretty freaking major, bro.
Shit.
I mean, really, if they're that
Bitch.
major, they should have been upgraded to
I
general
don't
by
know
now.
why I hesitated to say fuck, like I was like gonna be like graded. I don't know why I censored myself like that.
I'm sorry, Milo. I gotta give you.
Why did it go up here?
I gotta give you a C for
Why
that
did I do
curse.
this?
I think it's because I'm trying to like get the promotion at work, so I'm being like super careful about cursing. Oh man, you missed
Yeah,
that
come
shot.
on, Milo.
Yeah,
this is
I
a
did, I
family-friendly
know.
channel.
How dare you come into our fucking stream
Chad hour.
on this fucking server?
You're right. I am a Chad. I am anything but a Chad. No, I am anything but not a Chad. I am but a Chad.
I am but Chad.
I am
Oh, I
but a
got my
Chad.
knife back.
I am
Hey.
a simple Chad.
Simple Chad.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite Shakespeare
Chad.
sides. I am but a simple Chad.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh god.
Whether it is
Oh, I
nowhere.
love that we have like lost
To love.
tokens. That's so cute. I didn't notice that. That's
Oh
new.
yeah, and we can do little things now.
You can do little things now. Okay, wait. I haven't read these. Sound alert. Oh my god. Sound alert applause. Banning game action. Not pressing button. IRL word band. Sound alert golden wind. Who's that Pokemon? Sound alert. I am at Scoop.
Cool.
Sound alert. Do not play. What? That cuts off. Hold on. Oh, do not play.
Don't play that one. You're not allowed to.
Hydration. Game request. I don't have enough tokens for that one. I do have a token for this one though.
Hello? Hey, what's up? I
Yeah.
need your help. Can you come here? I can't. I'm buying clothes. All right, well, hurry up and come over here.
Nice.
I can't find them. What do you mean you can't find them? I can't find them. There's
Yeah.
only soup.
Can you guys even
What do you
hear
mean
them?
there's only soup?
Nope.
Means
Yeah.
there's
Nope.
only soup. Well, then get out of this
You have to
soup
turn the
aisle.
audio
All
on
right,
the
you
stream.
do have to shout
Yeah.
at me.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
I
just
know,
meant like
that's okay.
otherwise. Like, can you
There's
hear
more
that or
soup.
no?
What do you mean there's more soup? There's
This
just
is-
more
this is
soup.
just
Go
a
into the
fun little
next
treat
aisle.
for me and the
There's
audience.
still soup. Where are you right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
That's soup. What do you
On the
mean you're
on
at
stream,
soup?
'cause
I
I
mean I'm
stream
at
OBS
soup.
too.
What store are you in?
Everyone.
I'm at the
Like,
soup
everyone.
store. Why are you buying
But-
clothes at the
Yeah.
soup store? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's
It
so
wouldn't make
sad.
sense to stream OBS. In most
Anyways.
cases.
You only
Yeah.
had to do that for Pokemon.
Yeah, because I'm using the capture card.
Yeah,
Ah.
it just whenever we have to use a capture card, we would have to do that. But otherwise, yeah.
Yeah.
Streaming
So-
on the Nintendo Switch.
So,
I'm here.
You're
Queer.
You are.
I had a day.
yeah.
You're
Bit of-
queer?
You're shocked.
What? When were you gonna tell us?
I'm just finding out Milo's gay.
Oh my god.
Speaking of being gay, so I flirted with a guy today.
What?
Fucking hell,
I
still
know.
don't have the things.
Oh god. So about my story, I don't want to like steamroll. I didn't want to do that. That's
No,
why I
go
kind of
ahead,
like
go
vibed first because I didn't want to like take over. But I feel like this is so. It felt straight out of a sitcom, and I felt like it was funny to tell on stream. So I worked at a place called Bar Sucks, and we fucking. Oh my god. Okay, so the past I started a new store, right? And it is in a lovely complex, right? And next door to that complex is a phone store, right? I'm avoiding titles. Next door to that complex is a phone store. A phone store that I'm not subscribed to, by the way. Like they're not my company. Verizon. Yeah, sure, totally Verizon. We'll call it Verizon. And I am with T-Mobile, right? So at Verizon, there is a very cute guy who works there. And he comes in and I make him his drink. And I make it very specifically. And like, we chat. It's great. It's a great time. We've done that for like, a few times. It's great. He's very cute. So today he came in and like we had like a conversation while I made his drink, and he I'm making his drink, and he starts asking me like, he's like, oh, when are you gonna get this back in? And I was like, oh, I don't know, there's a bunch of shortages happening right now. And he goes, yeah, like we can't even get some phones in. And I was like, oh yeah, I know, that's crazy. I wanted to upgrade my phone to the new like pink iPhone 13. And he's like, yeah, like if you want to get that one, we have one in. Just small talk. Like, we're talking about phones, but like I didn't get the vibe that we were like talking about phones like a sales pitch, Like we were just talking. This is, Thus began the coffee cup murders. Lost, never Horizon. So we're chatting back and forth, whatever. Like it's going great. He leaves, and all my coworkers are like, "Oh, he was flirting with you. That's great. He was flirting with you, right?" I was like, "Ooh, I hope so," because we always have that like kind of, I don't know. So after he leaves, it's like 20 minutes before I'm supposed to go off work, and after he leaves, I realize I made his drink wrong. I messed it up. I realized I did not put the main syrup in the drink. So I was like, oh, that's so embarrassing. Guess I'll die. But then I realized, oh wait, I'm off in 20 minutes. I can use this to my advantage, right? And the Chad comes out. The Milo Chad came out. And so SprintCon, that's funny.
Claire!
So
Hold on, I'll be right there.
Chatty.
Okay.
Yeah, Chadlo. So I'm like, I can fix this, right? So I'm like, I'm off in 15
It's
minutes.
so nice to see
I'm
you.
gonna remake his drink and I'm gonna walk it over to him, right? And like that gives us a chance to talk outside of like this like 5-minute interaction, right?
Unfortunately,
Goes great. I make his drink, I make it right.
How are you
I
doing?
walk over there, I get off my shift, I walk over there.
Just surviving.
That's good.
And sorry, I'm reading Lemons. Chat.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
Won't
I
lose
go
hope.
over there,
I'm sure we're
and
gonna find him.
he's talking to a coworker, and or not a coworker. He's talking to a customer.
Damn it.
His
that
coworker's standing
means.
next to him,
Yeah,
and
dinner time.
his coworker, like, he looks up at me and he nods and he smiles and waves,
I
and he
think
goes
we
back to
should go.
talking to the
Don't worry
customer. So
about
I'm like,
him,
oh,
Mom.
okay, he's with somebody right
Take
now.
care of yourself.
They kind of sounded like they were wrapping up a little bit, so I was like, okay, I'll stand at the side.
need
My
to go.
ride isn't here
Now.
yet, so I'll just give it a few minutes, and if anything, I'll just, like,
Okay.
give the drink. I'm just
Get
gonna, like,
through
hand the
this.
drink to him and run.
Both of
Like, you
us.
know, that's where I was at that point. I didn't want to interrupt. So,
Marvin, got a situation here. I'm surrounded.
I'm standing there,
by
right? I'm not
zombies.
interrupting, and his coworker looks up at me and, like, waves, and I'm like,
Marvin,
hey,
do you
what's up?
copy?
And then his coworker walks
Marvin.
over, and I was like, okay, that's fine. And his coworker goes, oh, hey, he was telling me about you. And I was like, oh. Like, I just went, oh. Because I'm like, oh, he's talking about me. Oh, my gosh. And he goes, yeah, so what kind of phone do you have?
Oh my god.
And I just went, oh, I pulled out my phone. I was like, I've got the iPhone 12. And I, like, look over at the guy, and he's just still talking to the customer. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh, what the hell?
And so, his coworker pulls me aside and starts pitching me a phone plan. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, are you kidding me right now? And so he starts pitching me this phone plan, and I'm obviously, like, trying to get this coworker to realize I am not here to
Look, I don't want to buy a fucking phone right now.
I don't want to buy a phone, but I'm also not trying to be a jerk, because this is his coworker. And so, his coworker's pitching me this phone plan, and I'm going, yeah, like, that makes sense. Oh yeah, I'm not too sure, like, I'm gonna plan with my parents, like, I don't know, I'm with T-Mobile, like, I don't know. Like, I'm obviously not, like, super engaged. And, like, a few times I tried to look over and, like, be like, is he done yet? Like, are we good? And so I was, oh god, he's the dense main male character in anime. I don't No, 100% he was. He 100% was.
And boss
So-
anime style.
Or just use their aura to repel the coworker to the furthest reaches of you. So I'm realizing either two things. One, this coworker.
What the?
Okay, so this
Son of a
coworker
bitch.
either A, has a vendetta against the guy I was trying to talk to, or B, he was just an idiot. Because, like, I walk in, I'm not gonna lie, I look cute, my makeup was done, I looked cute today, like, you know, holding a drink, and I'm just waiting. And when the coworker walked up to me too, I pointed at the guy and I was like, oh yeah, I was gonna talk to him for a minute. Like, I was very obviously like, hey, I wanted to talk to him, right? He's gay. Case closed. Sorry, I'm gonna allow that. That's funny. No, so anyways, so I'm like, this guy's not getting this point, right? Like, I've tried to make it clear why I'm here. I've tried to, like, I'm not sounding interested. The guy, like, that I wanted to see was, like, walked behind me a few times, and, like, I kind of looked over, and I was like, okay. I was just not getting the point. This coworker was not getting the point. So I finally go, I finally, like, pointed the drink, and I don't remember how I segued into it. But I was like, oh, haha, yeah, I came because I messed up his drink earlier, so I got off work and I decided to bring him this, right? Kind of like hint, nudge, nudge, like, either take the drink from me and be like, I'll give it to him, or B, go get him. Like, I need you to help me here in some way, okay? Because now I'm in a position where I can't just walk out, right? So,
Are you kidding me? Okay.
I say that. I say, like, oh yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, a second infinite knife.
No, I got my
Nice.
original infinite knife back.
Oh,
You could get it back.
But
Look at
I'm just
you.
gonna lose it on the next zombie.
Just don't
You
lose
just
it.
have to kill that zombie.
Eric, I'm not good at this game.
No. Anyway,
You're great.
I told you,
yeah.
Levin, I'm gonna be completely honest. I never do this. I never do this. This was going out of my comfort zone so badly. So for it to go so poorly, I was losing my mind. Okay.
Yeah.
So relatable.
I'm real
though.
proud
You
of you for making this leap, but oh fuck, man.
Oh, it gets worse.
It's rough.
Oh,
Oh
it
my
gets worse.
god.
It's worse.
Oh god.
So yeah, like everybody here will vouch for the fact this is unlike me. I
Yeah.
will not do this. I have probably done it once before, and it was after having a mental breakdown, and it was never me making the first step. Okay.
Mhm.
So I go, yeah, like I brought this for him, right? Expecting some sort of segue, some sort of, oh yeah, okay, I'll go take over and I'll get him real quick, or anything. I'll give him the drink, anything.
Just throw
He
me
goes,
a bone.
This man goes, huh, him? Ah, screw him, and like waves his hand, and then keeps talking to me about the building we stay in, and like how like he'll sometimes see us when we go to the dumpsters.
What?
Oh.
Oh.
Like it was so bad. Like, yeah, I'll go over there. Your coworker's so nice. Like this small talk that was past just like trying to sell me a phone.
Oh my
Like
god.
it was awkward, and I was like still like trying to stall for time, but also at this point like I'm having a weird small talk conversation with his coworker, and I really don't want to sound like a bitch to his coworker, because then like I don't know, like I don't want him to go to him and be like, oh yeah, she was rude, you know? So I'm trying so hard
What
to
a
like
freak.
I'm trying so hard to like make this not awkward, because it was. I just the moment of like, oh him, screw him, and just
That's
keeping
so
going.
weird.
And so I was like, that's what makes me think he has a vendetta against them. Because I'm not gonna lie, the guy I was trying to talk to, he is very conventionally attractive. Okay. And so I feel like maybe the other guy is tired of that a little bit or something, because it was very much that vibe, right? So he goes, him? Screw him. So I'm like, oh my god. But now this man knows this drink is for him. But he didn't try to help me in any way, right? So I had two options there. I either man up and I walk over to the guy and I give him the drink and I leave, or I give the coworker the drink.
Maybe the
And I leave.
coworker's interested and he doesn't want competition.
That's what my route with me or with his coworker. with me or the guy.
Both.
He wants to date the coworker. And he's like, I need these customers to like stop trying to flirt.
Oh my gosh. Well, his coworker needs to stop being. Anyways, so I realize either A, I have two options here, because now he knows this drink is for the guy, right? So I can't just leave with it. That's weird. So this is my anxiety too in my brain. I'm like nitpicking this whole situation as it goes down, and it's the worst. As this guy is just I could not tell you a single like actual topic we talked about because I was freaking out in my head the entire time.
That's
Like,
such a
what do I
mood.
do? So I was like, well, I have to give him the drink. Like, I can't just give it to the coworker. I have to give him the drink. Okay. I've gotten this far. I'm not gonna back down like from this, right? I can't walk away now. So finally the guy walks over to like our area a little bit, you know, and I was like, okay, like give me 1 second, hold on, I'll be right back. And I turn around and I give him the drink and I'm like, hey, I messed this up. This is for you. I'm sorry. Whatever. Like, I don't even remember what I said. I just blanked out because I was so just like not uncomfy, but just like I was embarrassed for the coworker.
You needed to abort this plan.
I was like, you know, whatever. So I gave him the drink, and he said like thanks or something, and like nodded and was like,
He's
oh,
waiting at the
thank
bottom
you.
of the ladder.
He's gonna get you. He's gonna get Leon's in the feet.
Away from my feces.
His little
I live on my
toesies.
toes.
This sounds like the plot. It's a very messy plot of a Taylor Swift song. So I like. It's just like if it was so awkward for the coworker. Like I can't even be mad at the guy because the guy was just working. Like
Right.
Yeah.
if the coworker had just been like, "Oh hey man, she wants to talk to you," or like, "Oh hey, he's busy, I'll give him a drink."
Literally anything.
All of it could have been avoided. But because the coworker was either A, oblivious. I don't get how he could be oblivious because I made it very clear why I was there.
Milo,
Oh my gosh.
here's the thing. I used to work in sales.
Oh my gosh.
Every guy who works in sales is like this.
I just like
You met a perfectly normal sales representative. They're all like that.
I gave the guy his drink. It sounds like me trying to order a sandwich at Publix. The drink is Zac Efron looking guy or whatever she said. Oh my gosh. So, wait, I'm screenshotting those chats because that's really funny. That's really funny.
Oh my god.
So, hold on, I'll continue in a moment. I need to save this.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I give the guy his drink, and he nods, and he thanks me. Like, he was cool, like, whatever. He was nice. And I just, like, he took the drink from me, and then he was like, thank you, and then he looks at his coworker, I was like, do you know where the lightning cables are, whatever, and then he walks back over with the drink to the co-customers, and I was like, okay, that's fine, like, he's doing his job, I don't care, but now I can abort the mission. The problem is his coworker keeps trying to talk to me, and he kept trying to sell me the phone, and he kept going,
Dude,
and I
I
was
don't
like,
want a
dude,
fucking phone.
I was like, dude, my mission's done, like, I've given the man
I'm
the
outta
drink.
here.
I need you to put together that that's the only reason I came in here. I'm not. I mean, I might switch, but I don't know. But like, right now I'd be switching with the same exact like price that I already pay, whatever. So, with better benefits. Anyways. So, I was just at that point, I was like, I've done my job. And so I text my ride, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna die. And she just goes, oh no. And I was like, oh, what did she say? She said, because she knew I was doing it, because she was gonna wait outside specifically so I could like go in there and like do this.
Shoot your shot.
So I was like, at 4:46, or sorry, at 4:42, I said, at 4:40, I said, wait, I just realized, what if he was getting off a shift and he's not there? That'd be awkward. Little did I know, that was the least of my worries.
Little did I know, it was about to get worse.
And then at 4:42, I said, too late, I already remade the drink. I'm just gonna walk in and ask if he's there, and if not, I'll leave.
And no one will know that that drink
And
was
then
for him
at
because you just left your job holding a drink.
No, actually at my job, because I told my shift lead, I was like, hey, because she was the one who was like, hey, he was flirting with you, like, you should, and I was like, I think I'm gonna go shoot my shot, and I'm gonna give him the drink, like, I'm gonna go, like, she was like, yeah, that's great, I think he'll be back, because he never talks to us like that, like, he never, So, at 4:46, I said, he's here, bye, okay, and then at 4:57, I just texted the word, gonna kill myself.
Oh, no.
So 10 minutes later,
That's
and then she goes, no, why? I'm here if you need an escape. And then she goes, do you need me to walk into the store and act weird so you can leave undetected?
True MVP.
Yeah.
So the coworker is still trying to talk to me. The cute guy is back talking to his customers, whatever. And I look at the coworker and I'm like, yeah, I'll think about it. I'll call my carrier, like, let you know, whatever. Like, I didn't even say that. I was just like, yeah, I'll just have to talk to my carrier about it because I don't think I can leave my lease. And the coworker is just like, yeah, okay. And I was like, my ride's here. And I just dipped it. I dipped it so hard and I got in the car and I just screamed. And I was like, that was the most awkward interaction I have ever had, and it wasn't even at the fault of the guy I was trying to talk to. Like,
It was the interception.
That's absolutely
my
insane.
God, I have never witnessed an actual real-time cock block. I was like, are you serious right now, bro?
Oh my god.
And the worst part of it
I'm
all,
not doing that right now.
one of the worst parts, I don't even know if he talked about me past the girl next door who might upgrade their phone. I don't know.
Like, if it was a potential, like, love interest versus potential sales.
Customer.
I don't know. Like, I
That's
genuinely
so
have no
upsetting.
idea.
Yeah.
I will never ever have that feeling again of him walking up to me and being like, "Oh yeah, he's told me about you." Me going, "Oh," and him going, "Yeah, what phone do you have?"
That's so upsetting.
Yeah.
It's like right out of the sitcom, dude. I wanted to die. I like the way that I immediately misread what this man was saying about him talking about me.
You're like, oh, he was talking about me?
It was literally that. I was like, I literally turned into a schoolgirl for a second, which I don't do. I felt so betrayed and tricked. I never, ever, ever get like that with a guy where like they're like, oh, I never. And it was taken away from me in like 2 seconds.
2 seconds, yeah.
I wanted to die. And what's even worse is like, I'm not even mad at the guy. I can't be. He was just trying
Didn't
to like.
know.
Well, I don't know if the coworker didn't know, but the guy I was trying to talk to, like, I can't be mad at him because he was busy.
Like, he didn't actually do anything.
He was
did
just
it.
doing his job.
Yeah, so like,
He just needs to get better coworkers who are like gonna throw him a bone, man. Oh my gosh. So now, go ahead, Eric.
No, that part just real quick. That part just reminds me of one time at my current store. Like, we had like 2 girls come in. I was helping them out. I went to the back real quick. And one of my other coworkers just mentioned, like, oh, they're cute. And I'm just like, do you want to deal with them? And so he just wants to deal with them.
Just can't.
Like, take it
I
over, man.
can't wrap
Sure,
my
I
go
did
ahead,
grab
man.
healing. I'm gonna die here.
I'm so sorry. I can't wrap my head around a guy, like a cute person walks in holding a Starbucks cup. Like, I looked cute today. I'm not very. I looked cute today. Okay. Walks
You look
in
cute,
holding a
like,
Starbucks.
every day, but yeah.
Okay, but still, like today I actually tried.
Mm-hmm.
Just like walks in and makes it obviously clear they're trying to talk to your coworker and you just do not. Like, you just decide, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna sell her a phone.
Absolute insane behavior.
It was insane. I have never been in that kind of position before.
Flirting is
Ever.
hard.
It is.
Every salesperson is like that.
No, but I've never, like, this guy was young. Like, it wasn't like he was, like, out of date with, like, what was going on. This coworker was, like, it was so awkward. So now, the guy has the drink. He knows I brought it to him specifically, and we'll see what happens there. Because I'd rather die than ever step foot into that Verizon store.
Die!
It was the worst.
He's not dead!
Now he is.
I have 3 bullets for each guy. Oh my god.
Check
There
the
you
meme
go.
talk on our community server.
It'll like play by Harvey should draw this scene for scene now to propagate.
I really like if only real life had play of the games.
Yeah.
Truly. The
What-
coworker would have got play of the game for cockblocking.
I just
Uh,
it was like I want you to imagine that scene, but after he says what phone do you have, it just goes black and white and it says wasted. That's how I felt.
yes.
That was a one-hit kill.
That moment, it was like
Yeah. Oh god.
I've never had such hope given to me and taken away so fast.
That was a one-hit kill.
It really was. It was his final move. You died.
He used his alt on you.
Oh my
West
God,
Office, we
used
finally
his
got
ult
it.
on me. God. So
Oh,
there you
God.
go. There's how my day went.
Oh,
I
You,
work tomorrow.
You missed my recap of how my weekend's been.
Oh boy, I'll have to. I'll have
been
to
rough.
rewatch. I'll have to rewatch the
Yeah.
the VOD. And like, oh god.
Speaking of like sitcom like episodes in real life,
Oh,
What
wanna
happened?
hear what happened yesterday at my store?
Oh boy.
Yes, please.
Okay, so here's the thing. At my store, we got told yesterday. We got told that the big boss is coming in to check on the store, see how it's doing.
Yeah. I
Right?
hate when that happens.
Yeah. And here's the thing. We were just told he was gonna come by at some point in the day. We never
Yep.
got told when.
Yep.
So like, at some point it's gonna show up. It's like
So you can never relax.
exactly. So yeah, there's that from the very get-go at the morning. So and I was there from opening to closing yesterday.
Ew.
So yeah, I was there for the entire thing. Not really though. But as for the entire thing, we were all on edge trying to make sure the store looked good and all that shit. And then at one point, my manager, she sends me to Home Depot to grab some stuff that the store needs at the moment. So I just go and do that. I come back, I just walk in and it's like in the back of the store, like there's no one. There's usually someone in the back. Why is there no one back here? I walk to the front, it's just my other 3 coworkers that work in the front. I was like, where's the manager? Like, oh yeah, the other 2 managers came in and she left. I was like, okay, where are the 2 managers then? Oh yeah, they're in their car smoking right now.
Oh my god.
Why do you mean? So yeah, that was happening.
Gosh. What a mess. Hate retail so much.
So yeah, that happens. And so it's like, so it's like, and so it just keeps like that. It's like, okay, hope nothing bad happens. So an hour before we close, he finally fucking comes in. An hour before we close.
No. Illegal.
No, that's the worst time to come in.
You're supposed to come in like early to midday.
As a closer, the stuff we do at night to get out quicker, the big boss should never be there.
Yeah. Oh my god, I
But
was
yeah,
so mad at whoever closed last night. I know it's because Batman came out and it sucked, but literally the candy racks and the ice cream freezers that like customers take from were empty. All of them.
What?
There were like 3 Butterfingers and like a handful of random candies, and that was it. So Corey, the opening manager today, and I spent like 40 minutes restocking the candies. And I was late today. Because I slept through my alarm. I was half an hour late, almost.
I remember a girl I had a crush on asked me out while I was dealing with social anxiety and depression, and I friend zoned her because I didn't want her to feel bad for me, Panda. Aw. I really want because here's the thing. Another really funny part
Oh, Lemon's
about
outing
my
the
story.
theater I work for.
Another really funny part about my story are their real names, but I don't want to say that. So I am going to text it to you guys, and we're
Okay,
gonna have this
yes.
moment.
Okay.
I'm ready for that.
Also, but real quick, so also right before the big manager came in, like me and like my 3 other coworkers, we were just in the front minding the store, and then we just hear the back door open, and I just go to the back. It's like the managers come in, and I just see them coming in a rush, like he's here.
He's here.
Like, yeah, guys.
Yeah, and they very much were high.
Oh my god. They
It's like
God.
yeah, the big manager came in. He was looking around the store, and at one point I was helping one of the managers, and she just goes to me, "Do I smell?"
What
Ugh.
is wrong
AKA,
with you?
does she smell
What
like
is
weed?
actually wrong with you?
I was just like, oh god.
Why do we all work with psychos or work around psychos?
But yeah,
Retail, that's why.
I know.
But yeah, in the end, we somehow managed to get out of that scot-free. The
Good.
big manager
You
knew
deserve
nothing
it.
about it was fine, and we got out fine. It's like,
We had corporate visit
God.
on a day where I had really bad nausea and a migraine, and then, like, immediately after he left, he sent us an email of 28 things we did wrong.
Oof.
And most of them were like, there was dust on the wall.
Oh my god.
Wait, the tape's over here.
Unless the big boss was allergic to dogs, you know? That's the plan, you know? You gotta hide the smell of weed behind the smell of dog.
Unless the big boss didn't have a sense of smell.
but yeah, no, like the fact that we managed to get out of that scot-free is fucking insane. Because like, but yeah, the managers were doing their best to hide that they were high. But yeah, the moment like the big manager like rounded a corner and was outside, they instantly just looked so zonked out.
What
like, oh god.
fucking morons. You know
Yeah, almost.
that someone very important is coming to your store to make sure everything's okay, so you spend the first, like, however long of your shift getting a high in your cars? Really?
Yeah.
One of the assistant managers at the theater vapes in the office constantly, and I'm, like, so worried she's gonna get caught. Every time she starts vaping, I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah. I'm also one of like 3 people in my store that don't smoke. Like everybody else in the store smokes.
Yeah, I'm like one of the only people at my theater that doesn't smoke or vape.
Oh my god.
Retail, man.
I remember. Oh my god. You think retail's bad with smokers? You just see sales. These guys were fucking toking it. These guys took such thick fucking clouds.
Why'd you say it like that?
I don't like that.
It's.
Panda got timed out. Why did Panda get timed out?
Oh, for what?
And Lemon.
What?
What?
What? Wait, why is Streamlabs freaking out? What in...
Oh.
Panda said dealer.
Okay, Streamlabs.
Lemon said thick clouds.
Bro,
Why did
Streamlabs needs to chill.
Streamlabs is a narc.
Streamlabs said not in my Christian server.
Lemon, is that a weed?
Okay, wait. Actually, I think. Okay, I think what Streamlabs might have saw is that it might have saw the word hick without. Damn it! I'm just trying to.
Oh.
But yeah, it just might have saw that, and then
Yeah.
it was like, oh no. So I don't know if Streamlabs knows about thick clouds.
Yeah, maybe.
Cause yeah, I did just get like a huge list of slurs and like say, all right, Streamlabs, these are the words.
Is that a slur?
Is that a slur? Wait, I'm
Maybe.
googling
I
it.
don't know. Cause I just got a list from Wikipedia.
I don't think that's a slur.
Well, given that he said it's from Wikipedia, I don't know.
It could just be literally anything that could be mean.
Yeah, because that's like against like neck people, I guess.
Because I'm pretty sure it also had like bitch as like a bad word for a while.
Oh yeah, that one was a pre like done
was
one,
it?
so I don't know. Yeah, I don't have any like regular swear words like fuck, bitch, cunt. Those
Artsy.
those are all
Yeah, Milo, that's not the first time it's been said. I'm here. I have to refrain from calling customers cunts at work, because sometimes they
I'm
deserve it.
refraining from having a brain
Fucking
right
stop
now.
over there.
I'm so tired. I swear to God, if something awkward happens tomorrow, I'm gonna die.
Oh yeah,
Really... Go ahead.
I can't wait for tomorrow when I tell the other manager that I got to leave what happened after she left.
I can't wait till tomorrow when the coworker thinks I was flirting with him instead.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm
He
really
comes
worried
over
about
and gives you your own pink iPhone 13.
Oh my god, and then the guy you originally like starts trying to wingman for him.
Eric, don't speak this into existence.
I'm
I gotta
sorry.
write this down. This is going in my screenplay.
Milo doesn't deserve that.
This is
I'm
the
so
bridge.
sorry.
This is the bridge of the Taylor Swift song.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Guys,
but I'm so sorry about it, but god damn,
guys,
don't
I'm
make
really
it a funny
concerned
episode.
with how not plentiful the save ribbons have been, because I don't have another save ribbon, and I'm about to do a thing that is gonna be real dangerous, and I don't want to. What was the thing I just got? Where did it say cap was?
Thank you for the sub. The
Oh.
gifted sub.
Hey.
Hello to Caramel Moogle.
Ooh.
Oh.
Google.
I always wonder what the people who like ghost in our chat, like ghost in our streams, think.
Oh my god, Panda, why are you playing JoJo in my ears? It's so turn this down!
That was already at 60%.
How do I turn this down? I can't hear anything!
That is so loud.
If any of you were saying anything, I couldn't hear anything.
The panic.
Harvey, why do you insist on trying to deafen me with OBS?
Checked that one. It wasn't loud on my OBS. It was. I already moved it down to 60%.
You know, you could have warned me. I don't even know where to change that.
No, yeah, you have to do it on the website.
You suck. I don't even know what I'm doing. My ears are ringing.
We're simply contemplating, Beck. We're all contemplating the people we work around.
Oh god.
I believe you are the locker that I just got a note for. Yeah. You're the one I'm allowed to open. Lemon, I need the silence right now. My ears hurt. That was deafening. Harvey tried to murder me with JoJo. Maybe
That
there's
sounds
a
about
thing
right
in
now.
there. Where am I right now? Okay, I'm here. Harvey constantly tries to murder me with JoJo. I still haven't recovered from that awful monkey.
Look, I specifically told you that you wouldn't like the sea episodes and we should skip them.
I know.
You insisted on watching those.
I'm not blaming you for that. I haven't recovered. That monkey was traumatizing.
You know, we're all traumatized by a monkey in some way or the other.
I don't like monkeys. The only monkey I've ever liked is Winston from Overwatch. That might not be true. There might be at least another monkey that I do like, but I can't recall at this moment in time. Oh. I was really hoping there would be save ribbons in there. I don't like how scarce the save ribbons are.
Lemon says, Winston versus Curious George, 1v1, Final Destination.
Curious George would win.
Oh yeah, we all know
He'd
this.
do some absurd hijinks.
You know.
They're lucky Curious George wasn't the villain.
You know, Curious George canonically has teeth like Ginsu knives.
Canonically?
What?
What?
Pardon?
I don't doubt. What did he say?
Sorry, what?
That's a joke for my Curious George the movie fans out there.
What did you say?
That Curious George canonically has teeth or whatever, like, what did you say? Like something
Ginsu
knives?
knives.
What the fuck?
What does that mean?
I don't know what a Ginsu knife is. I just assume it's a very sharp knife.
No, but like, why does he have sharp teeth?
Oh no, yeah, that's just a thing that they say in the movie. Like when the man in the yellow hat is trying to get rid of Curious George, he's
trying to get rid of him?
Yeah, there's drama between them. It's a whole movie.
I thought he was like the owner or the caretaker.
No, it's a whole thing.
I don't like Harvey's extensive Curious George lore knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, I know that Beck and Eric probably aren't gonna get this. This is for Harvey alone. Harvey, do you know that like sound on TikTok that's like, oh, that sex was poggers, but now I need to go back to talking about the Five Nights at Freddy's timeline. That, but like now I need to go back to talking about the Curious George lore. And that's Harvey.
I wanna say a very specific memory I have of Harvey is after, I think it was New Year's Eve,
I know what you're gonna say.
several of you slept over at my house. And at like 6 in the morning, all of you went to sleep before me. I stayed up, like, watching my parents play Elder Scrolls Online. And at like 6 in the morning, I walk out, and Harvey is sitting on my couch, eating a bowl of cereal that he took from my grandpa, watching Curious George. We were like 20-something. Harvey was like a 21-year-old, sitting on my couch watching Curious George eating my grandfather's cereal.
Oh god.
Look, sometimes you want to watch something nostalgic.
I get that, but like, it was on my couch in my living room at 6 in the morning on New Year's.
Gosh, growing up with you guys, like, those years, like, it's fucking weird, man. We're all
Yeah.
so weird. I don't even.
Thinking about all the times that Harvey has just, like, stolen my grandfather's, like, milk or cereal.
I think about a lot the moment that Max's mom liked Harvey was when Harvey it was I think our Christmas party, was it?
Yeah.
At Max's house.
No,
And
it was Halloween, I think.
Halloween. No, Halloween I was it depends. Halloween I was throwing up the whole time.
Yeah,
so
I
it
thought that was that same time, was it not?
Was it?
It might have
was
been
one of
It
those.
was either Christmas or Halloween.
So one of those times, Max's mom, afterwards, she said, "I like Harvey. He came up to me and asked me if we had any milk." Because he wanted a glass of milk to drink. And like, it was like 9 p.m. It was late at night. Oh man.
God.
Oh boy. Also, oh gosh, it's just a mess. It's just a mess.
Look, sometimes you gotta ask where the milk is.
No, you don't, though, is the thing.
I just, Harvey, Harvey, I love you so much, but it is so not socially, like, natural to ask. You're in somebody's house for the first time and you ask their mother in the kitchen where they keep their milk. That's not.
That, like, I don't get what you're saying. Like, you're at someone's house, you know, like, we're all like drinking beverages, and I'm like, you know, like, I'm, like, we're having like cookies or whatever, you know.
Were we?
It's not.
Were we?
I think
I'm
that might have
sure
been
we
the
were.
time we were decorating cookies.
Okay. That was Christmas then. Because we did pumpkins on Halloween.
Yeah, it's not like I was like demanding milk. I was, you know, politely asking, "Hey, do you all happen to have milk?"
I just, it's so funny. That's Harvey in a nutshell.
You know,
That's-
in addition, you know, to be fair, this was also before I found out that I had, like, an extreme vitamin D deficiency.
Which explains why you wanted milk so often.
Yeah, would you explain your whole milk thing a lot? But still.
That was like years
Well,
later
there
you found
goes
that out,
unlimited
which is
milk.
so funny. You went so long. Just
Yeah, I look, I didn't
Eating
think it was
milk to survive.
possible for me
Wait,
to have a vitamin D deficiency
can't-
with the amount of milk and sunlight I get.
you can't pick up that knife again?
Not until I
It's
kill
not-
that zombie.
Yeah, zombie's still alive.
Oh. That's
Oh, no.
messed up.
Yeah. I'm naked. I've got no items.
Leon's
I've got
naked?
no
What?
bullets. All I have is a medallion.
Never mind.
Don't worry, there's mods for that.
I wish I was.
I already have them. What?
Yeah, that makes sense.
You have this game?
No, actually, I don't know. Do I have it or?
I don't
I think I have it.
You have the mod, not the game.
I tried to get you to
I
play it, and I tried to get you to watch me play it, and you refused to do either. And I tried to talk to you about the game for so long, and you refused to do that too. And then months later, you're like, why'd no one tell me about Leon Kennedy?
I told you though. I
And
didn't
it
register
was like the
that it
most
was Leon Kennedy.
furious I had ever been with you.
I never registered that Leon Kennedy was
Yeah,
Leon
because you wouldn't listen to me.
I have
You wouldn't let me
ADHD.
tell you.
I tried to tell you so many times how much you would enjoy this man, and you're like, la da 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 da, and then finally you see him, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Is Leon Kennedy Matthew Mercer in this game?
Not in this
I
one, no.
thought you were gonna say a different name.
What did you think I was gonna say?
I thought you were gonna poke fun at me more and ask if Leon Kennedy was Matt Pat. Expected the bullying before the bullying even happened.
Oh, you poor thing.
I
I'm
would
sorry
love
we
to
bully
see
you
Matt
so
Pat
much.
cosplay Leon
I'm
Kennedy.
not sorry.
Marvin.
You deserve
They're
it in
just-
this
Time to go.
case. I tried so many times to introduce you to
Flinching
Leon
up.
Kennedy, and you
need to get you to the
refused
hospital
every
right now.
step of the way, and then had the audacity to ask why no one told you about
Save
him.
yourself.
Come on, I've got you.
Go!
Listen,
I think that's
Look,
the
we can
worst
still make
part
it
of
out
it
here
for
together.
me.
Just
You're like, why did no one tell me about this?
I simply did not compute.
I was seething with
couldn't stop
rage.
it.
I
can't
feel
let
like
this
that's our
thing
whole
spread.
friendship back.
It's on you now. Just go.
I've never been so genuinely upset with you as I was in that moment.
Oh gosh, my chest hurts.
I'm
I'm glad I
crying.
joined. I'm glad I joined. I
Crying.
feel like I really kicked it off with my horrible, no good, bad
Oh,
day.
I already told my story. I was coming
Won't
down
let you
from
down,
it.
Marvin.
Oh, I just brought it back. I'm glad
Yeah.
I kept the energy
Back
alive.
Right.
It's 11:50.
It is.
Are we gonna stop now? And
Motherfucker, we're gonna stop when I find a new save thing.
Oh, I didn't realize you didn't have one. I thought you were doing like how I played it.
Oh, there
Milo,
it is.
Oh,
I have to use ink ribbons, and they've only been giving me like 2 at a time. I just got 1.
oof.
Why am I trying to put those away? I have no bullet.
You kind of need those. What a day. What a day.
Okay.
Are we all okay? How are we
No.
doing, guys?
I'm
Mentally.
fine.
Fine.
I'll survive.
I am off tomorrow, and the next day I'm gonna watch
It all-
Uncharted.
It all depends on how work tomorrow goes.
And then on Tuesday we might go see Batman.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to see it. People keep trying to spoil it for me.
That's rude.
Because customers are like, oh, well, you surely have seen it, and start talking. And I'm like, actually, I've worked literally every day since the movie came out, but thanks.
Hmm.
When would I have gotten a chance to see it? It's a 3-hour movie, and I work 8-hour shifts.
That's a long movie.
Wait,
Yeah.
I
What?
just if tomorrow comes, because I'm working like an 8-hour shift tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure he's working tomorrow. If tomorrow comes, bye.
Are you
I
good?
No, I really hope that this did not go bad. I hope that
You
coworker.
can salvage this. I believe in you.
I didn't even do anything wrong.
You didn't.
My, if whatever happens tomorrow, you gotta come on our special Monday stream tomorrow and tell us what happens.
I will. If something happens, I'll let you know.
Just to say that. And nothing
If
else.
anything's gonna happen quickly, it'll be tomorrow because I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday. We'll see. I don't know. Well, balls and there. I think. I keep
Mhm.
wanting to say their names because it's really funny to say.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
saw
sa-
their
Did
names.
you?
Did
Yeah.
especially the coworker's name? Just fucking told you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's very good.
I'm trying to figure out like a name that has the same energy. Nothing does.
Oh.
It's
God.
Mario and Luigi.
Fucking Luigi.
Hey Luigi.
Hey Mario. Oh my
Hey,
god, that's what it
Luigi.
is. Luigi was jealous of Mario.
Oh no. Also, I just saw the meme Harvey made for this. That's very good
Oh,
too.
where is it? Where is it?
It's in
In the
Meme
meme
Talk in
chat.
the community server.
He was talking about you.
It's very good.
No.
Literally.
I would like to correct it. It was so what sort of phone do you have? But I like yours better because it's already setting the sales pitch.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's so funny.
Uh,
That's literally what it felt like.
Boy.
Oh gosh, I was
Um,
second guessing telling this story, but I'm glad that I did. It's
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was
agreed.
I definitely. I'm gonna turn that into a highlight, not a clip. It's too long for a clip. A highlight.
That was brutal.
I think a shortened down like animated adventure type
A little-
style would be
Oh, yeah.
really funny.
A little
if we could
animatic would be great.
I could animate that. We'd have to re-record it though. Like I need a focused audio for that.
Yeah, also because like
In
throughout
between.
that was just me being like, oh fuck.
And me
Yeah,
laughing.
zombie noises.
Zombie
Honestly, that's
noises
kind
and
of
me
funny.
being, like,
Animatic.
killed.
Wait, but that'd be kind of funny in the background.
Yeah, in the
Milo's telling
background,
a
he's
story and it's
getting
just like
murdered.
me fighting in the background.
That'd be actually really funny.
Yeah.
We'll get back to it. That's a lot of work, but
Every
it would
time
be
I'm like,
funny.
oh shit.
If
like,
I
fuck,
can
I'm out of
manage to
bullets.
clip down the audio in a good way,
Yeah.
I'll get it to you.
You either gotta re-record it or edit it, and like I can animate that. I'm already animating other stuff for the TikTok.
I'll try to. I'll get with Beck about getting me like audio files or something.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway.
I should probably actually get like an actual animation software.
Yeah.
Man, I'm still animating frame by frame in Photoshop.
That's
Oh
a
God.
bad choice.
That's very bad choice.
That's
Yeah.
an awful choice, quite frankly.
Wait, what are our credits?
Oh, you've
Oh,
never
you
seen the
haven't seen 'em?
credits.
No, what are
Yeah,
our
Harvey gave
credits?
us some random ass names.
What is my name? Milo. It's going too fast. I can't read. Milo is serious.
Sirius.
I like that. Oh, I thought it said serious, like Sirius Black.
No,
I got
it's
excited.
Sirius.
Oh, I'm here for that. Bob
Oh.
Jones. Maxwell Calhoun.
Bob Jones
You're funny.
deserves being there. Love Bob Jones.
Oh.
Bob Sunflower. Okay, continue. Sorry, I got the ADHD popped out.
No, it's fine.
Oh. Yeah. Tomorrow, hey, if you're looking for a stream tomorrow, we're gonna be playing Elden Ring. It's Elden Ring Mondays.
And if it keeps going well, then we'll just turn it into single player Monday.
Yeah.
Mm.
And you know, as always, Mondays, Sundays, and Wednesdays, you'll find us here 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Check
What
out
about the standard?
No, it's daylight time now.
Daylight time.
But it was standard.
It used to be standard, but not anymore.
Why is it
It's
no longer
daylight.
standardized?
I don't know.
Because daylight savings time exists and is bullshit.
Probably.
Yeah,
Anyway,
probably.
yay. Lots of places to check out Neverlost. We're doing lots of stuff these days. We got a Discord.
Hard.
I've got a permalink to the Discord now. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that timing out. There's TikTok. TikTok's cool. You share, like, comment TikToks, favorite it. All that stuff helps us get in front of more eyes, and we're trying to get in front of more eyes. I think that's everything I've got to
Lemon.
say.
I've been kidding.
Harvey, get on that.
The beginning of the end.
No.
Okay.
Anyway, night.
Good night.
All right. So don't get lost without us.
Good night.